NCAA promote good sportsmanship by its student-athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racist or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at student-athletes, coaches, officials, or other fans is not permitted and will not be tolerated during today's game. As always, we remind you to be loud, be proud, and be positive.
Haters say ignore them till they fade away. Amazing they are great, but after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my protege. How much I think they should pay? Instead of being gracious, they violate in a major way. I never been a hater, still I love them in a crazy way. Some say they sold the yeah, you know they could get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white. It has an area that's shady gray. I'm west side anyway, even if I left today and stayed away. Some move away to make a way, not move away cause they afraid. I brought back to the hood, and all you other people take away. I pray for patience, but they make me wanna melt they face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them flip the case away. Been thugging all my life, can't say I don't deserve to take a break. You'd rather see me catch a case and watch my future fade away. That's right. Okay.
You, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse on the beautiful campus of Hope College in downtown Holland, Michigan. We are so excited to welcome you back to the DeVos Fieldhouse this year and to have you in attendance for today's game. Please make sure your mask is on at all times and properly worn over your nose and mouth throughout your visit to Hope College today. Thank you for ensuring a safe environment for all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America this evening with the playing of our national anthem. And now, here are the starting lineups for this evening's varsity conference matchup. between the Comets of Olivet and your Hope College Flying Dutch. Starting this evening for the Comets, at guard, a 5'6" senior from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, number 4, Alicia Bolero. Also at guard, a 5'9" senior from Charlotte, Michigan, number 5, Logan Kyer. At forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Ludington, Michigan, number 21, Zoe Zatarga. At forward, a 6-foot junior from Battle Creek, Michigan, number 25, Rachel Swartz. And at guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Zanesfield, Ohio, number 33, Savannah Pavoni. The head coach for the Comets is Peter Sabidi. And now, here are your Flying Dutch. Your starting center this evening, a 6'3" senior from Holland, Michigan, number 5, Olivia Vasco. At forward, a 5'11" senior from Sycamore, Illinois, number 14, Kate Majerus. At guard, a 5'6" senior from Hudsonville, Michigan, number 12, Casey Smith. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Zeeland, Michigan, number 20, Kennedy Schoonveld. And at guard, a 5'9" senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 22, Sydney Muller. The head coach for the Flying Dutch is Brian Morehouse. And the officials for tonight's game are Randy Reese, Art Kurtzy, and Andy McKellar.
Good evening and welcome to DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for a little Monday night basketball action between the Olivet Comets and the Hope Flying Dutch. I'm Jordan George alongside Jake Boss. We're excited to bring this game to you here tonight. Should be an interesting one and we're excited to call it. Jake, you're a communications major here at Hope College, a guy that likes to get his point across. You're good at summarizing stuff. How about this? Give me some keys to this game for both these squads.
That's right, yeah. Obviously not having the best record, but looking to upset Hope here, kind of knock the streak off. I look for Hope to get out to a fast start. They were held to 13 points in the first quarter against Albie, and they were playing from behind from the beginning, so I look for a fast start here.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And speaking of fast starts, how about that?
There it is.
Kate Majerus hits Kennedy Schoonveld for a little lefty layup, puts the Dutch up 2-0.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Ask and you shall receive. Kennedy Schoonveld tips that one on the baseline. Hey, let's paint a picture for you here about this Hope College Flying Dutch team if you're not familiar or not aware. Well, they've won 59 straight games, have the Flying Dutch. Pretty impressive couple of year streak here for this squad. They average 93 points per game this season and are winning by an average of 45 points per game. So just any way you slice it, it's been a really, really impressive run for this Hope Flying Dutch team, and they're going to look to continue that here tonight against an Olivet team that is coming in with a 2-13 record. They've lost 7 straight, but they're excited to battle this Hope team and should play hard from start to finish.
Yeah, it's always exciting if you're not really having the best kind of year, if you have an opportunity to play a team that is ranked as high as Hope, because you're really playing with nothing to lose. You look back on your season 10, 20 years from now, you're not really going to remember your record, but if you're able to knock off the #1 team in the country, that's something that you will.
Schoonveld scoops up the layup here, and the thing that really separates Hope from a lot of the teams that they play is just the pace that they play at, and you see that on full display right now as they push it up the court. Voskuil's actually rejected there, and then she gets the hoop and the harm and one for Olivia Voskuil to put Hope up 4-0. That was an impressive offensive rebound, and then she put it right back up and in.
Yeah, if I'm out of that tonight, I'm looking to keep Hope off of fast breaks. I think offensively they have to really try to limit their turnovers and make Hope set up their offense. And run set plays instead of getting easy fast break points.
Yeah, Hope's really, really comfortable in transition. They share the ball so well. They love to get kick out, drive and kick threes, and dump offs to Voskuhl inside. Casey DeSmit with a long-range triple there. That one's back iron, no go. Scooped up by number 4, Alicia Bellaro. Another thing that really stands out about this Hope team is their defensive pressure. It starts with DeSmit at the front there, but with a shot blocker like Voskuhl in the back, that makes a huge difference for this team.
Yeah, if you're able to hold opponents to 48 points per game, you're doing something right.
Yeah, right you are, Jake. Another interesting thing, if you take a look at Hope's season stats, no one really jumps off the page in terms of points per game. I mean, Schoonveld and Voskuhl and Feenstra all average 11, and then Bagley, Majerus, and Muller all average 8. They run a system where they play 5 in, and then the next 5, and then tonight they may even go to a third 5 in their rotation, so they're just so unselfish. Nice defensive trip here. Potential shot clock violation. Yeah, that will be a shot clock violation. Didn't make contact with the basket, so ball go the other way. Stifling defense from Hope here early. DeSmith's going to run the show for Hope here on this first group. They love to get it to the elbow and then just let people operate in there. Muller took an extra step. That'll be, whistle doesn't travel, but they love to get the ball to the elbow for either Voskuhl or Muller. In that second group, it's mostly Feenstra, and they're really, really comfortable in their half-court offense as well.
Yeah, you love to have the depth that Hope does. I mean, up and down the roster, there's so many players that are third, fourth off the bench would start at so many other places in the MIAA. It's great.
Schoonveld on the right wing, probing the defense, kicks to DeSmit. She thought about the 3. She kicks back to Schoonveld. Voskuhl's on the right block. Kicks to Muller, and then Majerus is posting. Yeah, it's tough to defend when you have 3 or 4 different players on the court that are really comfortable with their back to the basket posting up. There you see Majerus, but Schoonveld to do it. Voskuhl will obviously do it. Even Muller will post up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to try to stay in front there if you're Olivet.
Muller corrals the board. She is wasting no time, slicing down the middle of the court, kicks to Majerus. Left corner 3-ball, Kate Majerus. Oh, in and out. That one was halfway down. Voskuhl scoops up the board. She gets fouled. Hope off to a nice 6-0 lead here, about 2.5 minutes into this one.
Common foul call by number 21, Zoe Zatarga. It's her first team, second injury.
Second chances have already played a factor here, as Hope already has 3 offensive rebounds on the evening, and they shoot just so well from the floor. I was looking at this a little bit earlier, but they're first in the NCAA nationally in field goal percentage and in 3-point percentage. So if you're Olivet, you need to get a hand up on shooters early, but if you're going to let Voskuhl get second chances, it's going to be tough.
That's right. And if there was one thing I think this Hope team could improve on, it's from the free throw line. They only shot 69% against Albion last time out, so I think there's a little room for improvement there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're head coach Brian Morehouse or assistant coach Courtney Cust, you're always looking for things to improve on, and that is certainly one of them. DeSmit just stifling defense there at 35, 40 feet from the hoop, and she pokes that one away. For Olivet, they'll look to get Zoe Zatarga going pretty early. She's their leading scorer and leading rebounder on the season. That's Pavoni. That one's deflected. Voskuhl tried to kick it up to Majerus, but a little bit of miscommunication there. He's Clara Scholes on the left wing. Handoff. That's Alicia Bellaro. That'll be a turnover going the other way for the Comets. Tough start for them offensively. They're looking to still get comfortable here against a Hope defense that I was listening to an interview from the Albion women's basketball coach, and she was just talking about how Hope's defense is actually their strongest point. I mean, they score 93 points per game, but they are really, really powerful on the defensive end.
Yeah, they love to put pressure up top, and they don't let up. They thrive off defensive stops and turn them into fast break points.
Majerus can't hit from the right corner, but Hope, like they have all night already, seems like every single trip down they're getting multiple chances, and that's a recipe for success for this Hope team. Voskuhl head to the line again.
Comments number 34, Clara Scholes. That's her first, team third.
Voskuhl connects on the first, and she's just such a unique player, the kind of player that you don't often see in Division III basketball. It's really an X factor for Hope to have her at the back end, erasing shots on the defensive end and then grabbing offensive boards on the offensive end. Well, here's that platoon system that we talked about. I've seen it a few times in basketball. Kentucky ran it probably 5, 6, 7 years ago. Hope runs it this year, and they might run with 3 groups tonight. We'll have to see, but this is the second group, and we were talking to Dan Diodana, the Holland Sentinel sports writer, before the game, and we were talking about how this second group would undoubtedly compete in the MIAA if it was just the second group.
Easily, yeah.
It's incredible how deep Hope is. Claire Bagley, right corner 3. That one's no good. Tipped away. It's going to stay with the Flying Dutch. This group is paced offensively by Savannah Feenstra. She averages 11 a game. It's pretty interesting that you can tell this second group is so comfortable with each other because there's no doubt that they practice together consistently on the practice court, so all these units get so comfortable. Morehouse no good on the left wing, but Feenstra is there to put it in. Olivet still searching for that first basket. The more time ticks off the clock, then you get the sense the more uncomfortable the Comets get seeing that 0 up on the board.
Yeah, they look a little uncomfortable on offense right now, kind of forcing passes.
Feenstra with a tip away. She passes to McKinney. Now right down Broadway, Ella McKinney, she can't finish. Hannah Smith is there for the offensive rebound. Sound like a broken record talking about these offensive rebounds. Hope's so active on the glass right now. Smith skips to McKinney. McKinney tries the deep range 3. That one's no good.
Yeah, it looks like Olivet's comfortable with letting Hope shoot from behind the arc right now. They've not really hit many early, so we'll see if that continues.
Yeah, Hope 0 for 5 right now from three-point land. Morehouse just heats up the ball right there and gets the turnover. Bagley bounce pass to Hannah Smith. And that one's deflected out of bounds. Nice defense there by Courtney Bayless.
So good at finding lanes on that fast break and getting open easily.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout called by Olivet. We'll keep it right here. Jake, what are you seeing so far from this Hope team that's made them successful? You see them jump out to a quick 11-0 lead here through the first few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. It's all about rebounding so far in this game, and it's going to be tough to beat Voskuhl down there when you're 6'3", and Olivet doesn't really have an answer for that right now, so I look for that to continue as well as just getting easy buckets on the fast break.
Yeah, taking a look at the rebounding numbers right now, pretty impressive. Hope 7 offensive rebounds, and we are about halfway through quarter number 1. So it's basically just what the doctor ordered for head coach Brian Morehouse and the Flying Dutch. Really physical and kind of imposing their will on the offensive end right now.
And again, with the defense, Olivet's still searching for that first bucket. It's just stifling defense out of this Hope team.
Yeah, absolutely. Olivet is switched into a 2-3 zone here. Like you said, Olivet may be comfortable allowing Hope to shoot from long range. Nice defense there by Olivet. They forced the tie up, and possession arrow points to the Comets. Be interesting to see how Hope attacks that zone defense. They've faced zone a few different times this year, but with the shooters that Hope has and the way they shoot the 3, can't expect Olivet to stay in it for long, you would think.
Yeah, hopefully if they heat up from behind the line.
Zatara kicked it out there to number 4, Alicia Bellaro. She was off. Fortunately, we see Hannah Smith. She's slow to get up. She's going to make her way back down to the offensive side of the court. Feenstra tries a 3-ball from the right wing. She can't hit. Hope 0 for 6 from three-point land so far.
Looks like Hannah Smith's all right.
Yeah, Courtney Bayless just lost track of where she was. She steps on the sideline. It's going to be a 30-second timeout from head coach Brian Morehouse. I would assume that he's going to talk about how to attack this 2-3 zone from Olivet that they've switched into in the last 30 to 45 seconds. Speaking of head coach Brian Morehouse, there's not, I challenge you to find a more impressive resume in Division III basketball than Brian Morehouse. He's in his 26th season here at Hope. Career record, 627 and 90. It's just absolutely ridiculous what he's been able to do. And you look at his home record, and it's even better. He just really has this program rolling, and it's been that way for decades now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that his teams the last 2 years were not able to compete in the tournament, because I'm very confident they would have at least one national championship out of these last two teams.
His record at DeVos Fieldhouse, 387-30.
30 losses in 27 years. That's pretty good.
That's something. Hannah Smith got a nice pass there from Claire Bagley, and she lays it up from 4 feet with a little mini floater. Hope extends the lead to 13-0 here as we tick down towards 4 minutes.
And you're absolutely right about talking about how to attack that 2-3 defense. It's really important to get the ball inside in the middle of that defense, and that opens up kick-out opportunities, and also if they don't collapse on you, an easy bucket up the middle.
A little bit of a scrambled trip here for Opa offensively. Claire Bagley just said, I'll go score. Claire Bagley with the and one sends the Hope lead to 15-0. And a little bit of a scrambled play there. They tried to kick it up to Smith off the turnover. And sometimes Hope's team this year, you can just tell they've played together for so long. They're so comfortable. They're just going to make those plays.
Yeah, a lot of seniority on this team, and that always helps.
Claire Bagley connects, completes a three-point play. Claire Bagley out of Ada, Michigan, Forest Hill Central High School. Go Rangers, a fellow alum there, so way to represent Claire. Meg Morehouse is just absolutely everywhere right now defensively. Hannah Smith forces the turnover, gives it up to McKinney. McKinney to Morehouse. Pretty pass there from Ella McKinney. Morehouse puts that one in. Olivet calling out the offensive set. It's been a struggle for them offensively because they really haven't been able to get into their offensive motion with the ball being met so high up on the floor. It's been honestly a struggle for them to get a foot in the paint here so far through the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, with how Hope is challenging them, you really got to be strong in your ball handling to be able to break that kind of half-court press and be able to get the ball inside and open up some lanes and some open shots, which they have not done so far.
A little bit of a line change here for Olivet. They'll get some fresh bodies in there. Savannah Pavoni picked up her dribble. Morehouse pressuring her. She passes it inside to Clara Scholes, and Scholes throws it out of bounds. Hope will retain possession. We'll see if Olivet remains in this 2-3 zone. You just got the sense that they switched into that to help out with some rebounding issues that they had through the first 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think Olivet has to kind of just take a breath right now. I mean, obviously 18-0 is not the way you wanted to start this game, but certainly it's not over yet, and there's a little bit, you got some time to make a little run here.
Feenstra drives with the left hand. Tough finish, Savannah Feenstra. You got the sense that maybe she wasn't going to be able to finish that one, and then she just kind of snaked her way through there with her left hand.
Yeah,
put it up off the glass.
Nice little Euro step there.
Nice rotations here for the Hope defense. Morehouse just right place, right time. She forces the held ball, and as predicted, Hope is going to run with 3 different 5-person lineups tonight. They'll bring in players 11 through 15 right now, and some players that in the Albion game we didn't see get any action. This third group will see some action here tonight, so this will be fun to see some of the younger players, kind of the future of Hope basketball.
Yeah, I think 4 out of the 5 here are freshmen, so it's good to get them some experience in a game like this and watch them work, watch the future of your team.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defensive pressure has not lessened really at all with this third group. Kick out 3 ball there. That one's off. Oh, how about the offensive rebound from Rachel Swartz? She's able to control the rebound and give it up to Julia Decker. Decker kicks it out to Logan Kyer. She turns it over. Abby Tarrant's going to go the other way. Tarrant with the left. That one's blocked. Nice rebound there by Hannah Kearns.
Right place, right time there for Kearns. Really the first open look we've seen so far for Olivet last series, and there's a bucket.
Yeah, that's a bucket from 13 Julia Decker. She just kind of snuck through on the baseline there and put it up for 2. Nice for Olivet to get a little bit of confidence, get some points on the board. Kick out there. That's 23. Olivia Bellows. She's off. Nice rebound there offensively. Hope just continues to fight. Be Olivet ball. That was a nice offensive rebound by 32, Courtney Lee. Bellows is picking up the full court pressure, the freshman from Lake City, Michigan. Just hounding the offensive player for Olivet. Oh, nice backdoor cut there. Kick out three opportunity for Olivet. That one's off. It's obvious that Olivet feels a little bit more comfortable right now. I think seeing the ball go through the basket has given him a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, now they just need to see some more shots fall.
Handoff opportunity there for 13, Julia Decker. That one goes off her foot and out of bounds. Presumably Hope will take the last shot here. Actually, you know, I'm not as sure about that as I was saying it. Abby Tarrant fighting for the ball there, and that's going to be a held ball. Will go to Olivet. I do think usually in that situation you probably take the last shot, but with the start that Hope's gone out to with a 20-point lead here in the first quarter, you probably just go to score and let this third group kind of get comfortable out here. Bellows impressive on the ball. Clock ticks down, 4 seconds remaining. Tarrant with the steal and tries to kick it ahead. That one falls harmlessly, yeah. Nice. Well, that's one quarter gone here from DeVos Fieldhouse Hope. A dominating performance so far. I would say it started on the defensive end, undoubtedly. Hope up 22-2 after one quarter. We'll be right back in just a minute. We're back here from DeVos Fieldhouse after the first quarter break. Hope leads 22-2. And Jake, what are you saying here if you're Coach Morehouse in the Hope huddle after what was a dominating first quarter?
Yeah, you can't be satisfied yet. You can't get complacent with this lead right now. There's certainly still things to improve on in the course of this game. I look specifically for more three-point shots to fall as Hope got out to a stone cold start from behind the arc, but they've still been able to kind of dominate this game. So look for that to continue here.
Yeah, Hope has subbed in their starting five. Speaking of three-pointers, wide open three ball from Kennedy Schoonveld. That was a nice extra pass there by Kate Majerus. Majerus could have taken that one. And the offensive rebounding domination continues for Hope. Sydney Muller puts that one in for two.
Yeah, Olivet is not getting a body on anyone down in the post, and you see the result of that.
Muller strips that one. She heads the other way. Head of steam, kicks to Voskel. Voskel puts that one in easily for two. Extends the Hope lead 26-2 for the Flying Dutch right now. This first group is just so comfortable together. I mean, having played together for 4 years and just kind of a well-oiled machine at this point right now.
Absolutely.
Nice defense there from Majerus. She tips it to Schoonveld. Yeah, Hope's not putting on the brakes at all right now. Olivet's playing this zone defense, and Hope's really, really comfortable against it right now. Voskel kicks. Majerus three ball for the first time tonight. That one will not fall. Schoonveld muscles it back up. Can't hit. And Hope comes away empty on that trip.
Yeah, you can see just the speed Hope plays with, though. Every single defensive rebound they get, all 5 players are flying down the floor. As we'll watch right here.
It's like a track meet. Once they corral the rebound, they're going the other way. DeSmit, left corner three. That one's short as well. Voskel skies for the rebound. Can't control it, but it'll stay on the Hope end. for how well Hope's played and getting out to a 26-2 start obviously is very impressive. How about this? 0 for 11 from three-point land so far.
Yeah, that's certainly not what this team has usually played, how they've usually played. And if you can still win shooting 0 for 11 from three-point land, that's not bad.
Voskuhl will try one to break the seal. Can't do it. Schoonveld battling there, and that'll stay in the Hope end. Yeah, Hope first in Division III basketball in three-point percentage, shooting 42%, which is just absolutely ridiculous. That is a stunning number, and today, 0 for 12.
Yeah, you hate to watch that number get knocked a little bit, but...
Majerus with a nice screen and roll. That was pretty. She just set the screen and then slipped right to the basket. Put that one up for 2.
Great set play there by Coach Morehouse.
Schoonveld working on the baseline. DeSmit picks that one off. She's going full speed. Tries with the left hand. Nice block there by 25 Rachel Swartz. She rejected that one. Kind of got the sense that DeSmit wasn't going to slow down for anything there.
Yeah, Olivet finally stopped ball and was able to get a block, get a rebound, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds there on the baseline.
You got to turn your attention to the turnover number here for Olivet. It is growing. 16 turnovers right now for the Comets. Obviously something that they want to clean up here moving forward.
Yeah, if you want a chance to beat this Hope team, you got to play super clean in all aspects of the game, and 16 turnovers is not going to lead to success.
Jump stop by DeSmit and Sydney Muller. Oh, there isn't a cover on that basket over there. It actually does go in. Sydney Muller knocks it in.
Just need to see one usually, so hopefully from now on it'll start raining.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to watch if Hope continues to fire him up from three-point land, because that one went in. That has to feel good. Speaking of shots going in, that's 33 Savannah Pavoni knocked that one in. Muller kicks. Schoonveld to DeSmit. DeSmit with the lefty hook pass into Voskuhl. Voskuhl's all alone on an island. She puts that one in for 2. She turned around and was like, oh, I'm this open? We'll put it in.
It took her a second to realize that she didn't have anyone within 5 feet of her. Again, like you said, though, so unselfish. Her first thought was to look for a pass.
Muller steals that one. She wisely pulls it up here. She didn't have numbers. Left corner, over to Voskuhl at the elbow. Muller with the wraparound layup with the right hand. I think what makes Voskuhl so special is how aware of a player she is. You get a lot of 4s and 5s in basketball that don't really see the floor very well. She plays almost like a point guard at 6'3".
Yeah, and she's able to not only play like a point guard, but also she's able to shoot it from behind the arc. She has a 50% three-point percentage this year, which is crazy for a big to have.
DeSmit found Muller. Muller was all alone in that right corner. She might have rained another one, but that one fell off her foot and rolls harmlessly out of bounds. Olivet will take it the other way. Taking a look at Olivet's shooting numbers, 2 for 11 so far from the field. Hope, contrastly, has attempted 33 field goals. So it's not only that Olivet has been shooting rather poorly at this point, it's that they haven't been able to really get shots off. Hope's forcing turnovers so quickly.
Yeah, they're jumping passes, they're swiping at balls. They're playing really well defensively.
Voskuhl out to Majerus. Majerus thought about the swing to Schoonveld. DeSmit on the right wing, surveying the court. Little baseball pass over there to Schoonveld. That was impressive. Schoonveld with the contact, she went up, unable to hit, but she'll head to the line. Yeah, that was an impressive pass by DeSmit, wasn't it?
Yeah. The next wave will come in here for Hope.
A plethora of Flying Dutch checking in right now. There'll be one that stays and checks in for Schoonveld whenever, if she is to knock in this these 2 free throws. She hits the first. On the season from the line, Schoonveld shoots 87%. Pretty impressive figure.
Yeah, Schoonville undoubtedly a leader for this team. She had 20 points in their win against 6th ranked Trine earlier this year, and she has the ability to take over, but like you said, she as well plays so unselfish and looks for really the open lane rather than trying to get every bucket herself.
Yeah, and like almost so unselfish that it's to a fault at times, right? We talked about it pregame off the air about how last game against Albion, Morehouse subbed her in with a different group, kind of broke the 5-in, 5-out pattern, and then she went in there and was really, really aggressive. Well, that was an Olivet bucket to add their total to 6. McKinney had a probing in the lane there, swings to Morehouse. Feenstra.
Good pass.
Over to Hannah Smith. Smith battling for the rebound. That was nice Olivet defense by 34. Clara Scholes. Hope comes up empty. Talking about the balance on this Hope team, all that you have to do is just look at the average minutes played per game on this team. No one plays more than 20 minutes per game this year for Hope, which is just so impressive. The most is 18 minutes per game by a couple of different people, and then most people play 12, 13, 14 minutes per game, and it's just really impressive. Speaking of impressive, Feenstra hit Hannah Smith for an easy 2 right in the lane. Yeah,
and that's a testament to this team as well, because a lot of players, when they're not playing 30 to 35 minutes a game, they get upset. They want to talk to coach about how to get more playing time. But this team is very unselfish.
Nice pass there by Bagley. She picked up the loose ball. Hannah Smith was camped out on the right block, and she put it in for 2. Hope lead stands at 41-6, and going to get an Olivet timeout. See if it's a full. It will be a full timeout. So we'll take a quick break here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope leads 41-6 halfway through quarter number 2.
My 32 years, I can look back at clients and realize that when I started with them in my mid-30s, I was one of many professionals in their life. But since then, their doctors retired, their attorneys retired, their ministers retired, all the key people in their life retired, but we're still there. And over time, we end up being very, very close to our clients. It's very hard to talk about your financial history without talking about your family history. We get to know it, we keep it confidential, and you can't help but begin to love these people.
Back and better than ever here at DeVos Fieldhouse, halfway through quarter number 2. Hope leads 41-6. Taking a look at some stats here, it's really impressive because Hope is 1 for 13 from the three-point line and currently leads by 35. It's been all about the defense for the Flying Dutch so far. It's number 12, Maya Kelly. Stopped at the free throw line. Hannah Smith, nice help side defense there. How about that charge take by Hannah Smith? She hits the deck and we'll go the other way. You can see on your live stream there, the Hope bench pretty lively today. A little bit of a celebration there after that Hannah Smith charge take. Ella McKinney drives baseline. She hits Hannah Smith. Hannah can't hit. Bagley, they're going to tag Bagley with a foul there as she was fighting for the loose ball. Seems like Hannah Smith has really made her living there at the 5-foot mark right in the middle of the paint. Unable to hit that one, though.
Yeah, she's had a lot of open looks there today. And even with the foul there, I like the effort out of her. Not mad at that foul. No, absolutely not. You're going to hit the deck and go airborne for a loose ball. Every coach is going to love that. That's Zoe Zatarga kicking out to Alicia Bellaro. Feenstra chased that one down. Yeah, Feenstra helped her out there. Yeah, a little bit. Let that go. It would have been over and back, but it doesn't matter anyway. Out of time. Yeah, Olivet would love to get Zoe Zatarga going. Zatarga, who averages just about 12 points per game this season. She's currently scoreless. Hope get a set up a play here. Looks like Olivet's back in that zone.
Ooh, Morehouse might have gotten away with the travel there. McKinney kicks to Morehouse. Morehouse over to Feenstra. Feenstra extra pass. Claire Bagley baseline. She hits Morehouse. Morehouse kicks to Feenstra. Great jump stop and pass there by Meg Morehouse. That was an aware play by Morehouse. Kicks it out to Feenstra for the wide open 3-ball. Savannah Pavoni being hounded by Morehouse here at 35 feet. Hard to get into anything when Morehouse is really bothering the ball handler. They're going to get a foul here on Smith.
A little surprised at that foul there. They've been letting them play. It's the first kind of touch foul we've seen on defense.
Yeah, maybe wanting to clean up a little bit of the loose ball fouls as they're fighting over, 50-50 balls. Kick out here. We'll see if McKinney will intercept it. She does. Pass it up to Bagley. That's a nice play by Ella McKinney.
Looked like Megatron.
Yeah, how about that?
Go up and get the jump ball.
I was going to YouTube Randy Moss highlights tonight. Don't even have to. Ella McKinney's here for us. Meg Morehouse is forcing the ball handler to pick up the ball. Nice kick out there to Julia Decker. Decker goes right-hand dribble. There's Zoe Zatarga. She's stopped by Bagley. She tries the left hand, can't hit.
Olivet has to be ready to catch and shoot. They're getting, you got a timeout here for subs.
Morehouse, yeah, got to take a timeout. He says it's just for a substitution. They get that second group out. That was an impressive 5 or 6 minutes from that second group.
Yeah, but when Olivet gets the ball, they have less than a second to get a shot up before they're absolutely hounded by this defense. So I look for them to make that adjustment and kind of be ready for more catch and shoot opportunities.
Yeah, it does seem like there have been some times where players like Decker and others have had three-point looks and have passed them up. At this point, I do think you need to take them. That one went 15 feet in the air off Bellows, and fighting for the rebound was 32 Courtney Lee, excuse me.
Yeah.
That one flies out of bounds. Olivet has made some substitutions. Zatarga is going to take it herself here on the left wing. Olivet leading scorer. Great defense here by Abby Tarrant. And that one heads out of bounds. This is really interesting to see all this really young lineup on the court, these freshmen. It's obvious that the seniors have really rubbed off on them in terms of their effort on the defensive end.
Yeah, the future looks bright, and I think in every position they remain sound. The shooting has not been on point for this squad, but it really hasn't for the whole squad. But they're still hounding on defense, getting good rebounds.
Tarrant with a little 12-foot floater off the window.
Bank is open.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, I didn't know the bank was open at 8 p.m. on a Monday. Nice drive there by 30, Courtney Ballas.
Hope College foul called on number 3, Hannah Kearns. That's her first, team third.
It's a foul on Kearns. Ballas will head to the line. Ballas is a freshman from New Boston.
First free throw opportunity today for Olivet. I'm sure they're happy to get some free points.
Nice 2 for 2 for Courtney Ballas. Oh man, how about that? Lightning quick down the court. That's number 11, Jada Gardner. She wasted no time and passed it down there to Olivia Bellows for an easy 2.
Yeah, Gardner looked quick going down that floor, and good job by Bellows to be ready and waiting.
Gonna get a hope foul here. We'll see who it's on. Couldn't quite tell. That's gonna be 32. Courtney Lee. Courtney Lee, the freshman from Fishers, Indiana. That one, oh, you go, Jake.
I was going to say, Courtney Lee looks good down in the post offensively. She's getting a lot of boards. It looks like she just needs to be a little more straight up on defense in order to not get those calls.
Totally agree, and it'll be interesting here over the next year or two to see this group kind of make the next step up and play even more minutes next year, and as we continue to kind of see this Hope women's program reload. Courtney Lee goes back iron there, but offensive rebound try, another offensive rebound try, and another offensive rebound try, and Abby Tarrant puts it in.
There it is.
Whew. I almost had to take a breath there. That was a tough one to call.
Rebounds from 3 or 4 different players there. That was impressive.
Clock runs out on Olivet on the last possession of the first half, and Hope leads 52-10. Just a pretty dominant defensive performance by this Hope team through the first half. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 12-13 minutes to recap half number 1 and set up half number 2. Jake Boss and Jordan George here from DeVos Fieldhouse. We'll see you in a few.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to, to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Treading through the mud while everyone's asleep. We're working sweat and blood. We're coming out in force. We're making history. We're raising up our flags, and yeah, we bear our teeth. 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Break out the gate with a rock in your wall. Talking the talk, but the push up. I'm here to break buckets and leave all you fools in the dust. I ain't got time for you to waste. You wanna fight, put some game on your face. Swing at the punch, it's to the front. Lace up the boots. Fast. Are you feeling a hot flash? Gonna get hit with the aftermath. Gonna get hit with a hit flash. Yeah, we're coming at you fast. Are you feeling a hot flash? Gonna get hit with the aftermath. Gonna get hit with a whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling the power? Are you feeling the power? Whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling my power? Go eye to eye, and then I see the other side. And yeah, guess what? It's our time right now. Break the door, taking everyone, everything. It's my trophy, my battle, my ring, and he hits it when it will, and just getting it go. Dig deep when we go for glory, and one hand straight. This is how your story is. One swords up, and we fight like we never have. Break down the wall, place we burn on the enemy. Whiplash. Come on with the whiplash. Get ready to get whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the aftermath. We're gonna hit you with whiplash.
Hello, I'm Trigby Johnson, and I serve as the Dean of the Chapel at Hope College. I'd like to thank you for your continued relationship with Hope. Thank you for being our people. People are what make this campus special, a people rooted in our shared faith in Jesus Christ. And in that spirit, I'd like to personally invite you to come join us for chapel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. Come and join the next generation of Hope College students as we sing the old songs of the faith and some new ones. Come and enter in and experience the energy and vitality of what it is to be a Christian here at Hope College, as God shapes us to be a people of hope now and for future generations.
I was made for this. Yeah, yeah. I was made for this. I was made for this. Face it, greatness is in my genetics. Rely on me, you never regret it. Victory's mine, yeah, that's where I'm headed. For this passion and drive, I'm forever indebted. Known to motivate each person near. I'm sure it's my purpose to persevere. Yeah, you looking at the chosen one. I said you looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I've stumbled and failed and got up again. Rising with the hunger for another win. Been too strong for too long, I can't give in. That's the discipline of a champion. Overcome adversity and get it done. Didn't run, stood my ground, then I won. Yeah, you looking at the chosen one. I said you looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Oh yeah, yeah. I was made for this. Yeah. You know that I was made for this. Yeah. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. 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 You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Oh yeah. I was made for this. Yeah. You know that I was made for this. Alright. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. Woo. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this.
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we are interested in the history of our community. This farm once belonged to Albertus Van Raalte, founding father of the city of Holland. And this house, built by his son Ben in 1872, has been known through the years as the Maples, due to the large trees in the front yard planted by Van Raalte himself. These trees stand today because of the industry and vision of Albertus Van Raalte. Today, the DeGraff Nature Center taps the maples and demonstrates how maple syrup was made centuries ago. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our
not just saying, "Wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and this is what your investment did." It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
Over the last several years, the museum's acquired a substantial collection of artworks made by artists from the Yoruba ethnic group in Nigeria. And when Ann Heath mentioned to me that she was thinking about teaching a seminar on African art, I thought it would be a great opportunity to get her and her students involved in researching our collection and figuring out a way to exhibit it.
We work with the Kreising Art Museum to help the director curate shows, exhibitions that he has on his schedule, and do the primary source research for him. And that will then turn out to be the labels, the wall text, the catalogs for the works in the show.
This class offers an opportunity for experiential learning at the highest level. The discipline of art history is basically the study of artworks that allows us to build up an understanding of individual artists. Then from the understanding of individual artists, we build up an understanding of different schools and movements, and then from the understanding of those different schools and movements, we build up an understanding of entire historical periods.
I don't think I've ever done anything like this before. It was definitely eye-opening and super challenging. It's a lot harder because we're not finding books that give us the answers to our questions. We're not looking at people who have already analyzed the work. It's kind of like we're analyzing it ourselves, but also through the lens and perspective of the artists themselves and other artists at that time.
It's been difficult, but it's also been really rewarding. So when you do find something, it's finding finding the real gold amongst the fool's gold, and actually getting the thing you need. And it's so much more rewarding than being well, of course, I have this book. But yeah, I've had to take some different approaches, definitely researching deeper and learning don't give up. You're gonna have to try a lot harder.
They're an opportunity for students to really put their skills into action by doing research that's often primary source research. That means nobody has done it before. And so they have to learn that kind of detective skills on how do you go out and find information that isn't readily available. So they have to be creative in their thinking. They have to have a lot of initiative. They have to be nimble. And they certainly have to work together.
This is interesting because it's working as a team. So even though I'm writing my own paper on Julie Ladipo and Nigerian contemporary theater, I'm still checking in with my classmates, and sometimes we find stuff I found this JSTOR article, or I found this on ArtNet, swapping. So it's interesting being part of a research community.
Even if they don't go into the arts as a career, these kinds of experiences, project management, follow-through, collaboration, initiative, self-teaching, these are all the kinds of experiences that are going to hold them in good stead, whether they pursue a career in the arts or if they take opportunities outside of the arts. These kinds of, the kind of work they do in our department is completely relevant and helpful in lots of different career paths and vocations.
This is definitely not a typical undergrad art history course. This is much closer to graduate school work, or even to the kind of professional work that's done in museums and commercial art galleries. I've been a museum curator and director for more than 25 years now, and I've been involved over the course of my career in hiring dozens of people for jobs in museums, and the number one criteria is always whether they've done museum work before. And this course has given students that kind of background.
Based on the alternating possession, it will be Olivet basketball to begin the third quarter of play.
We're back for half number 2 here at DeVos Fieldhouse. This matchup between the Olivet Comets and the Hope Flying Dutch. Hope with the dominating first half, leading 52-10 after the first 20 minutes of play. Olivet's really struggled offensively due to Hope's defensive pressure. They'll look to continue that here in the first few minutes as Hope's first 5 are back out there.
Yeah, Hope able to force 23 turnovers in that first half, and they had 31 points off of turnovers.
Yeah, that's anytime you're able to force that many in one half, you're no doubt you're having a good evening.
That's right. Only 2 from 15 from the 3-point line for Hope, so look for that to improve here. And I'm sure Coach Morehouse told them to keep the foot on the gas here in this second half.
Nice pass up there to Voskuhl. Voskuhl can't hit. It was a nice look from Muller. Olivet will go the other way. It's an interesting pass from Muller. She just kind of lobbed it up there and said, well, Olivia will go get it somehow, some way.
Yeah, she's got the length.
Deny pass there from Kate Majerus. Majerus lays it up for 2.
Tack that onto the points off turnovers there.
Hope defense coming up big again here with a Kennedy Schoonveld steal. See if she takes it all the way or lobs it up to DeSmit. She does lob it up to DeSmit. She goes left hand, finishes. Hope off to another fast start here for the Flying Dutch.
Yeah, let's see if they can beat the point differential we had against Kalamazoo earlier this year, which was 81 points.
Oof.
Let's see if we'll be able to.
Another Comet turnover to Smith, over to Voskuhl. Nice extra pass. The unselfishness from Casey DeSmit is really something to watch. She is kind of the floor general for this team, and honestly rarely looks at the hoop. She's out there to just get the offense moving. She does a really good job of it.
That's right, not really under control. Was able to see Voskuhl underneath waiting for it and did a nice assist there.
Nice kick out pass here to number 25. That's Rachel Swartz. She knocks that one in for 3.
Olivet's first made 3 of the game.
That one has to feel good for Rachel Swartz, her first bucket of the game. DeSmit over to Schoonveld. Voskuhl with her back to the basket.
Not surprised to see Olivet staying in that zone, considering Hope's 3-point percentage right now. It worked out there.
Voskuhl couldn't finish there. Took a little extra step in the lane. Zatarga working on Majerus.
Oh.
Kick out. Awkward looking fall there from Logan Kyer. She hits the deck, and that'll be a travel.
Got her feet caught up there underneath her.
That'll be the 28th Olivet turnover.
Done that a few times in my day.
Same here. You always blame it on the line on the court, you know, that 3-point line was painted too thick or something. Majerus over to Schoonveld. Ultra unselfish, these two are. Schoonveld goes right down the middle there, lays it up for 2.
Very nice finish over 2 defenders there.
Yeah, Majerus could have taken that 3. Schoonveld could have taken the 3, and then she decides to go be aggressive and finish at the rim. Zatarga, right hand dribble to the elbow. Kick out there. How about this? Olivet. Alicia Bellaro knocks that one in. You were talking earlier, Jake, about how Olivet just needs to be a little bit more aggressive right away off the catch.
Yeah, when you're getting hounded on defense instantly, if you have an opportunity to get the ball and shoot it, you need to, and it's worked out twice here so far for Olivet.
Majerus over to Schoonveld. The answer from Kennedy Schoonveld. She hits a 3. Pretty fast-moving second half here so far. Both these teams looking a little bit more comfortable offensively.
Yeah, I like the pace we have here so far.
Got a quick timeout from Olivet as Majerus hit the floor trying to scoop up that loose ball.
It's a good timeout there. Another turnover is about to be forced.
Yeah, wisely took that timeout, did Olivet. They hey, recently the Hope women's basketball team appeared in the national spotlight in a couple different ways. A few days ago, ESPN actually tweeted out a graphic from their account featuring the Hope women's team, because this Hope team has the longest winning streak in NCAA basketball, regardless of level or gender. And then just a couple of days ago, Sports Illustrated actually wrote an article titled "NCAA Basketball's Longest Active Winning Streak, Meet Hope College." So you can check that out on sportsillustrated.com or any of the Hope College social media channels. Pretty cool anytime you're mentioned in the same sentence as Sports Illustrated, and for Hope College to be getting that national attention, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was funny. I remember ESPN tweeted I forget the school, but it was a Division II men's school who had a streak of about 49, I believe, and everyone in the comments was saying, "Hey, what about us? We got that beat." So it's awesome to get that national recognition.
Yeah, the girls definitely deserve it. Really, really hard-working group. Coach Morehouse is actually quoted a few days ago in a local news story saying that this is the hardest working group of people that he's been around. So obviously a group that's ultra connected and ultra hardworking. Olivet's going to enter it on the baseline here. Looking for an opening. Ella McKinney almost tipped that one away. Alicia Bolero, who recently hit a three, she goes down there with her right hand. How about that charge shake there? Claire Bagley, second charge shake by this Hope team tonight.
Good job of getting those feet set. Seeing her drive kind of uncontrollably into the lane. We'll take that every time.
Yeah, it's always such a scary proposition to say, hey, sacrifice your body right here and take a charge, but it's such a big-time momentum play for any team when you can do that.
Absolutely.
Bagley kicks it out to McKinney. McKinney slices through the lane over to Feenstra, and she gets fouled there, went up with the right hand and some contact there on the arm. Feenstra is a player that Hope is looking forward to having back next year. Only a junior, Savannah Feenstra from Osceola, Indiana. That'll be somebody that Hope relies on pretty heavily next year, along with players like Morehouse and Bagley, as well as Ella McKinney. Feenstra can't hit the first. 1 for 2 from the line for Savannah Feenstra. Jakey talked earlier about Hope's free throw shooting and how that should probably be a focus here in a game like this one. They're shooting 70% from the free throw line here tonight.
Yeah, it's a good tune-up game to kind of really settle in those things that you should be working on, so that when it does come tournament time, and when you do see number 6 trying again later in the year, you're playing on all levels of your game.
Decker hit a little floater over there for Olivet, and then Hope turned it over. Olivet will go the other way. We'll call a carry. That's on number 30. That's Courtney Balaz. Morehouse, top of the key over to McKinney. She thought about the three. Skips it over to Feenstra. Nice extra pass. Savannah Feenstra to Claire Bagley. Claire Bagley left corner, can't hit. Feenstra is there. Johnny on the spot, puts it in for 2. Do you think Hope needs to pick up the defensive intensity here? That's looked a little bit too comfortable over here. And speaking of, Ella McKinney forces the turnover. Morehouse over to Hannah Smith, who is camped out under the basket.
Cherry picking.
Yeah, Hannah Smith had run out expecting a run out layup, and then she said, well, I'll just stay down here. Somebody will hit me. And she puts it in for 2. She has 8 points on the evening.
Zoe, 5-second call.
Zoe Zatarga had nowhere to go. Feenstra and Bagley are going to run the 2-on-1. Nice dime from Feenstra. Bagley said, how about you take it, Savannah? And she can't hit. They're going to get an over-the-back call on Hope. Bagley maybe a little bit too unselfish there. Seemed like she could have gone up with the right hand, and she tried to hit Feenstra. It's Bagley's second foul. 4.5 minutes or so left here in quarter number 3. Olivet already 8 points in this quarter. That's their highest scoring quarter of the evening. Morehouse picked that one. Feenstra hit the deck. Morehouse skips it over to McKinney. McKinney, nice bounce pass to Hannah Smith. How about the awareness from Ella McKinney? Smith can't finish, and it'll go to the Comets.
A little no-look pass there for McKinney. Fortunately, could not finish that, but great ball movement once again.
Yeah, McKinney had a couple of plays in that Albion game that were a little bit flashy. She's got the ball on a string, as some would say. You know, she had a nice behind-the-back dribble move against Albion in an Albion game that was definitely contested in the first half. Albion put up a nice fight in the first half against the Flying Dutch before Hope was able to pull away.
Yeah, one of the only tests of the year for this team. It was good to see him respond in that second half.
Olivet with another bucket down there on the offensive end. They're feeling good right now offensively. 10 points in this quarter. Found themselves trapped in the corner. Alicia Bellaro. Yeah, Bellaro hit 34 Clara Scholes, and Scholes lost it on the way up. It'll be a turnover. 34th turnover of the evening for Olivet. They've struggled to take care of the ball here so far. I mean, you definitely have to credit the Hope defense, but something that Olivet will want to work on moving forward is definitely ball security.
Yeah, credit to Olivet, though. Have already doubled their points from the first half.
Morehouse right wing getting in on the action. She hits that three ball, does Meg Morehouse, the junior from Zeeland. Feenstra uses her length so well on the defensive end. It has to be 5 seconds, right? Yeah, that's 5.
Yep.
What makes Feenstra a really interesting player is that she plays kind of a 3-guard spot, but she stands at 6'1", which is just so unique, especially at the Division III level. She gives people problems on the defensive end.
Yeah, she plays like a guard and rebounds like a big, so that's certainly an asset to have. Much like Voskuhl, as we see the third group for Hope check in here.
This group's been fun to watch tonight. They play with a lot of energy. They like to share the ball offensively. That one's tipped away. They tried to enter it in there to Courtney Lee. Bellows thought about the 3-ball. Swings it over to Tarrant. Baseline by Jada Gardner. Nice pass over there to Courtney Lee. She can't connect. Nice rebound by Logan Allen for the, Logan Kyer for the Comets. How about that? 2 different players on this Olivet roster named Logan. That's interesting. I got a little bit confused there, and I was like, wait, is that a misprint? No. 2 different Logans on the Olivet College Women's Hoops roster.
Something positive on that drive there, even though it ended up in the turnover for Olivet. For the first time, we really saw a fake pass and cut, which is what you want to do over against a defense that's so aggressive like Hope.
Bellows turned that one over in the lane. Courtney Lee trying to cut off number 12, Maya Kelly. Kelly trying the handoff. It's picked off by Jada Gardner. She heads the other way. Nice pass by Gardner to Bellows. Bellows fake pass over there to Abby Tarrant. Bellows goes up for 2. Got to credit Jada Gardner there. That was a pretty powerful pass, covered probably 50 feet in the span of half a second.
Yeah, she's played the point well. She's done a good job distributing the ball, as well as she has that speed element, which is really important for a point guard to have.
Yeah, you can just kind of get the sense that as only a freshman, she's going to be a key cog in this Hope women's basketball program for years to come, the kind of unselfish player that you see similar to a player like DeSmit or Meg Morehouse. Great line of future point guards they have here.
That's right.
First team third, entering the lineup for the Comets, number 3, Logan Allen.
Got to give credit to this Hope College crowd as well. A Monday rescheduled makeup game with some icy roads outside, and the Hope faithful have still showed up. They'll drive through blizzards anytime for this Hope women's basketball team.
That's right.
Nice kick out there. How about that? Number 5, Logan Kyer. Left corner 3 ball. Gardner pivots in the lane. Abby Tarrant top of the key 3. That one's front rim. Bellows picks up Olivet at the half-court line. Swing over to Maya Kelly. She goes left-hand dribble, passes to Logan Kyer. Oh, nice backdoor cut there from Olivet. Hope's able to turn him over. Saves to Bellows. Bellows, some contact there. She tried the left hand. She can't hit. Olivet will get the last opportunity of quarter number 3.
Yeah, good defense there by Maya Kelly. Able to stand straight up and get good contact, contest that shot. Olivet trying to hold for the last shot here.
Yeah, they've got to get a move on, though. 2.5 seconds remaining. Oh, how about that? Wow. Buzzer beater by number 33, Savannah Pavoni. And she leaned into that one from 18 feet and nothing but net. So Olivet 15 points in the third quarter. That is more than they had in all of half number 1. So pretty awesome first third quarter from Olivet. That'll be the end of quarter number 3. We'll take a quick break here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope leads 73-25.
Intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
We're back here at the start of quarter number 4 from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope commanding 73-25 lead at this point over Olivet. Got to give a lot of credit to the Comets, though. That last quarter, they looked much more comfortable and aggressive offensively.
Yeah, it was a good game plan coming out of half. They were more aggressive with their shots, able to take open looks and convert on some three-point attempts.
Olivet's coming out in that 2-3 zone that we saw pretty frequently against Hope. Hope got off to a great start on the offensive glass, and that forced Olivet to switch into this zone. Hope on the game, 19 offensive rebounds. So impressive. Voskuhl posting hard. That one's poked away by Zoe Zatarga. Nice defensive start there from Olivet. Zatarga working on Voskuhl. Tell the Voskuhl's length is disrupting her in there. Yeah, it's going to be a travel. You can tell Clara Scholes took one extra step trying to hit the Comet cutter.
Turnover woes continue for the Comets.
Smith's going to try to get a quality offensive look here. You get the sense that Hope might want a little skip to a three-pointer. Maybe hit Voskuhl posting inside. Muller lost her footing in there a little bit. Kicks it out to DeSmit. DeSmit working in the paint. Over to Voskuhl. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Schoonveld left-hand drive. Switches to the right. She's pressured in there. Muller right corner 3 is short.
Olivet doing a good job now of getting bodies on people in the paint. They're able to front Voskuhl, not let her get the ball down in there, and if they could just box out now, they'd be doing all right.
Zatarga tries the left hand. Voskuhl says no way. Swats it. Schoonveld picks up the loose ball. Passes over to DeSmit. Left hand finish. Yeah, Voskuhl just makes such a difference back there as a shot blocker. She calmly swatted that one, and that starts the Hope break.
Didn't even have to jump.
Zatarga working on Majerus at about 12 feet. Voskuhl with the steal up to Majerus. Majerus calmly with the right hand lays it in.
Good job by Voskuhl, giving her some space to run there, throwing the ball out in front of her.
DeSmit picks that one. She's all alone. She'll take it herself. Most of Hope's forced turnovers tonight have been off the pass or off loose balls. That time, Casey DeSmit just active hands and took that one from the Olivet offensive player and headed the other way, right down Main Street. So we'll get a 30-second timeout here called by Olivet, and as the score sits at 79-25. Jake, if you're in that Olivet huddle, what are you focusing on after such a great third quarter compared to what the first half looked like?
Yeah, you still got to do a better job of holding on to the ball, making smart passes. I'm still looking for some more cuts on offense. Hope's really over pursuing on those passing lanes. So try to get a cut, and once you're in the paint there, dish it out on the collapse. So hopefully get an easy bucket underneath that way.
Yeah, you mentioned the possibility for Olivet offensive cuts. They have had some success with backdoor cuts on the baseline. Hope's so over-aggressive, denying all the passing lanes, that Olivet's been able to get a couple looks from backdoor cutters on the baseline. So something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, they really have not been able to get inside the paint all night, and obviously that closes up a lot of looks on the three-point line as well.
We're going to run a double screen, top of the key here. Savannah Pavoni. Nice offensive ball movement here from the Comets. It was a good look from 34, Clara Scholes. She couldn't hit. Muller's going to go the other way. Off to the races is Hope. Pitches it to Majerus. Nice skip pass there by Majerus. Into Voskuhl with the left hand. She couldn't hit. That one's off the fingertips of Muller. It's a good look for Hope. Voskuhl had a point-blank opportunity, just couldn't connect.
Yeah, you could tell she was upset with herself on that one. She does not usually miss those.
There's the backdoor cut thought about. Ball's lost. Voskuhl picks it up, hits Majerus. Majerus went with the right hand and got contact on the arm there. Couldn't finish, but she'll head to the line. You talked earlier, Jake, about Voskuhl's almost guard-like skills, and they were on display there.
Yeah, she's a great ball handler. She has great vision, and she's able to light it up from behind the arc as well. Really a complete player.
Team foul on the court.
Jairus at the free throw line. She's off on the first one. This one's hard to believe. Kate from the free throw line on the season is 1 for 3. Only attempted 3 free throws for somebody that plays as many minutes as she does. A little bit of a surprising stat there. She goes 0 for 2 from the line. Claire Bagley is there for the rebound opportunity. Oh, thought about the right wing 3. Probably should have taken it. But then she put the ball on the deck. Majerus a little bit frustrated with herself as she comes off, gets a little bit of a smile from Coach Morehouse.
See what kind of play Morehouse draws up here.
Couple of middle cutters. They hit Morehouse on the wing. McKinney's going to reset the offense with 10 on the shot clock. Oh man, that ball's just flying around the wing. Claire Bagley with another offensive board, puts that one in for Hope's 21st offensive rebound of the night. Hard to believe.
Yeah, you can hear Hope on offense yelling skip, and they're doing a great job of getting the ball around the wing really quickly, and that'll lead to a lot of wide open looks. Unfortunately, not able to hit many of those looks tonight.
Yeah, you just imagine if Hope's three-point shooting was at the 42% clip that they usually shoot at, what tonight would look like. But they've really taken control in the paint. Points in the paint has been big for Hope tonight. They have 62 of their points are in the paint.
Olivet foul called on number 25, Rachel Swartz.
It's a foul on Rachel Swartz, 25. That's 3 on her. Feenstra heads to the line. Connects on the first. That gives her 11 on the evening. Bagley with the offensive rebound. I need to see her rebounding stats. She's been really active. Morehouse, right wing 3. How about it, Meg Morehouse? Count that one for 3.
That stroke is just so impressive.
Yeah, Morehouse, usually more of a distributor, somebody who likes to get her teammates involved, but she's been the one Hope Flying Dutch player that's been feeling it from beyond the three-point line this evening.
Nice move there. Able to get past Feenstra and give a nice little lay.
Yeah, Courtney Ballas has led Olivet in scoring here tonight. She has 6. Morehouse over to McKinney. McKinney kicks to Morehouse, over to Feenstra. Feenstra, oh, look at that skip pass from Feenstra to Claire Bagley. That one almost hit the rafters from Bagley. She couldn't hit. Feenstra pokes that one away.
Back in the lineup for the Comets, number 3, Logan Allen. Number 21, Zoe Zatarga.
Substitutions here for the Olivet Comets. Zoe Zatarga checks back in. As I previously mentioned, Olivet's leading scorer. She's scoreless here tonight, but only a sophomore, so you got to look forward to that. If you're an Olivet Comet fan, your leading scorer at 12 points per game will be back for a couple more years. Claire Bagley, oh, talk about unselfish. She could have gone herself and said, you know, Feenstra, you take this one. That adds to Feenstra's point total. Nice defense there by Morehouse. She stayed straight up. Hopes are going to keep their foot on the gas here. Their style of play is to fast break, and they're not going to stop that anytime soon, it doesn't seem. Hannah Smith over to Morehouse. They'll kick it around the arc. Bagley went backboard first on that one. Hannah Smith right in the passing lane. Takes that one with the right hand and finishes.
That doesn't get much easier than that.
We get a Hope timeout. Coach Morehouse wants a timeout just for substitutions to get that third group in there, the youngest group comprised of mostly freshmen. That second group just did a great job extending that Hope lead.
Yeah, we'll likely see this third group finish out this game. Good way to end it for the second group there.
Well, it was a good look by Julia Decker. She couldn't hit on the floater. Bellows pushing the pace, but number 3, Hannah Kearns, wasn't looking. Jada Garner takes the rebound, and she'll just take it herself. Oh, man, she's slowing down for nobody. Jada Gardner coast to coast with the finish, and the bench is fired up about that one. You see all the seniors and the super seniors cheering on the freshmen.
Weaves her 3 defenders right there. Just use her speed and ball handling. That was impressive.
Bellows heating up the ball here with the on-ball defense. 10 on the shot clock for the Comets. Getting a handoff attempt here. They're going to call a foul. We'll see if it's on. I think it's going to be on Hannah Kearns.
Hope call the number 3, Hannah Kearns, her second, first team foul of the quarter. Back in lineup for the Comets, number 30, Courtney Ballas, and number 12, Maya Kelly.
I mean, you're gonna people who check Twitter after the game, or if they, you know, look at the score after the game, it's gonna be an eye-popping offensive performance from this Hope team. But if you didn't check out the live stream, the story is undoubtedly defense tonight, don't you think,
right,
Jake?
Absolutely. The points off turnovers have been the key to this game, and really a game where Hope did not play as well as they should have offensively, as well as they wanted to anyway. And look for that to improve here in the coming games, but certainly impressive defensive performance, which is what they make their money off of.
Yeah, it undoubtedly starts with defense for this Flying Dutch team. Whoa, circus shot. Hey, she was even surprised. You see her face after that one? Courtney Ballas, she laid that one in, and then a look of shock and surprise came over her face. That was a nice shot.
Little no look there. Just kind of tossed it up behind her back.
Garner kicks to Bellows. Abby Tarrant into Courtney Lee. Lee posted hard in there, but that's nice defense from Zoe Zatarga.
Yeah, she was a little far away to just go one dribble and up there. Would have liked to seen a little bit of a post move out of her there, but.
Man, Gardner is so active defensively right now. Hope's going to run a 3-on-1 break. Gardner went up for the layup, and that one's tipped away. Pretty interesting to look at Hope's three-point shooting totals. I mean, this is a team that is so used to shooting well. Tonight, an off night, and still able to put up 91-plus points there. 5 for 24 from the long line tonight. Well, not anymore. How about that? 6 for 25, and the bench loves that one. I don't think Courtney Lee has attempted a three all year. Oh, just kidding. She's now 2 for 4. How about that? 50% for the freshman.
Yeah, Courtney Lee in warm-ups coming out of the half. The whole team was rallying behind her, waiting for her to make a shot before they went to the bench. So that's cool to see right there. Another turnover for the Comets.
You could even tell at the halftime warm-ups that when she made the three, everyone was like, whoa, okay, we see you, Courtney. And then in the game, she knocks one in.
They kept feeding it to her until it went in.
Hope's going to look for another solid offensive opportunity here. Abby Tarrant kicks it to Bellows. That one's tipped away by Courtney Ballas.
Sure, Hope would love to get to the 100-point mark here before the game's over.
Yeah, always fun to see that century mark on the scoreboard for sure. Gardner tried to slice through the defense, kind of got caught in the air there and tried to kick it out to Tarrant. That one flies out of bounds.
Yeah, you can definitely see the talent this young group has, but also the inexperience. Just a couple plays here and there where could have been a crisper pass, should have come to a stop before a pass, or earlier on that Jada Gardner layup, nice little Euro step would have easily put the defender away, but instead it got knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, the interesting thing about this younger third group is that the one thing that is obvious is their effort defensively is really, really similar to the first couple of groups. They play hard. So the offensive things, you kind of get the sense that those will come as they mature and get more experience. Defensively, they really, really battle. Gardner's fouled there.
Comment foul called on number 30, Courtney Wallace. That's her first, team third.
Hope will have a couple more, presumably a couple more possessions.
Surprisingly, only the fourth foul of the half for both teams.
Tarrant over to Bellows. Bellows, left corner three. That one's back iron. Tarrant skies for the board. Lost it out of bounds, but impressive offensive rebound there from Abby Tarrant. Hope has put up 80 shots in this game. And,
wow.
And I don't have stats in front of me to see how many field goals they usually attempt, but 80 just seems like quite a lot, especially when you compare it to Olivet's 30 shots they've put up tonight. Another Olivet turnover there. Gardner's going to go the other way. She has a 3-on-1 over to Bellows. Bellows got the defender in the air, and she finishes.
That was a good job there. Instead of trying to force that one up off balance, she came to a jump stop and was able to get an easy bucket out of it.
Olivet backdoor cut here. Nice move. That's 13, Julia Decker.
The pressure is still on.
Gives Decker double-digit points on the evening, 10 points for Julia. Corner three here to give 99 on the board. That one's off. Look at the bodies hitting the floor, though. I mean, we are 20 seconds remaining in the game. Hope up 65, and these freshmen are putting their bodies on the line.
Yeah, Hope is not a team that will let the foot off the gas. Try to get another quick bucket here.
You kind of get the sense that if the referees asked this third group to play another 10 minutes, they'd be like, all right, we'll do it.
Absolutely.
Gardner goes back rim. Can't hit, but Courtney Lee is there. Oh, yeah, Lee's going to go up herself. Just kidding. Kicks it out. Over to Gardner. Gardner over to Olivia Bellows, and she's going to
dribble it out.
Yeah, she's going to dribble it out and milk this clock. That'll do it here from DeVos Fieldhouse, a Monday night MIAA makeup game. How about this? Hope has now won 60 straight games for this women's basketball program.
Yeah, it puts them in a tie for fourth longest streak in NCAA women's history.
Wow. Just impressive. Seems like every single time this team plays that history is made. Hope dominating performance here from DeVos Fieldhouse. The whole cast and characters all got involved. Really, really balanced performance by this Hope team. Hope wins 96-31 here on a Monday from DeVos Fieldhouse. I'm Jordan George along with Jake Boss. We'll catch you next time. It's been a pleasure bringing this game to you. Have a good night, and as always, go Hope.